Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In today's session, let's see about the option menu widget in Tkinter. So what is the option menu widget? Basically, it's a drop-down menu that provides with a predefined set of options. Just like a list box, even option menu is a drop-down menu and we have many items in it and user can select one particular item. So the syntax for this is a variable which holds the option menu widget, and then we have to specify option menu where O and M are in capitals. Then we have to specify the window in which the option menu is placed, that is the parent widget, and it has got many options underneath it. The first one is a variable. It's a Tkinter variable that holds the currently selected option from the option menu. So it holds the value which the user selects in the option menu. And we have to specify the list of values which should appear in the option menu. And when we select any particular value, a command in which a callback function can be written is called when the item is selected. So basically we have a tkinter variable that holds the currently selected option from the option menu. We have the list of values that appear in the drop down menu. Then we have a callback function that will be called when the item is selected. And what is the advantage of option menu? It occupies less space. So it is more comfortable whenever we want, where we have less space in the tkinter screen. In such cases, we can use the option menu. And what are the disadvantages? It cannot display large data. It's it's limited to the size of the screen. It cannot display large data and it is limited to the size of the screen. For large data, we can use the list box. And also we cannot use the scroll bar in option menu, but in list box we can use the scroll bar. So if we have large amount of data to accommodate, we can go in for the list box instead of the option menu. Now let's see one of the code examples as how option menu works in Tkinter. Initially, from Tkinter, import star, then then let me create my main window, call it as tk parenthesis, then win.title, let me give it as option menu, and win.geometry is 200 pixels by 200 pixels. This should be in inverted quotes. So this should be in quotes. So I've given win equal to tk, my main tkinter screen. I've given a title for it as option menu, and the geometry of the window is 200 pixels by 200 pixels. Now let me create my option menu. So for this, before creating the option menu, I have to have a variable, the tkinter variable. So let me define it first. So var1 equal to string var. So it's basically a string var. It can hold integer or boolean var as well. In this scenario, I'm using a string variable. And then var1 dot set, I'm setting a value to it, which is select a city. So I'm basically giving the text select a city for variable 1. That is the tkinter variable. Now in our options menu, we have many options to be displayed. So what all options we want to display, let's create a list for it. So options is equal to Bangalore, Hyderabad, and then Chennai. So I'm having the options which I want to require, which I want the option menu to display. So that is given in a list format, and the variable which holds it is the options variable. Now let's create an option menu. So it is option, M is capital, option menu, place it in the main window, and its variable is nothing but equal to var1. And for options, we have to give it as star options. Star options. So the options, whatever is in the list format, will appear in the options menu. So we have to place it in the main window, give the string var or any var which we declare, that is a Tkinter variable, and the options we have to give, we have to define it earlier, and we have to use star options. And when user selects any of the option, the command gets executed and a callback function will be called. So I'm giving it as select. So this is the function which it calls. Now let me pack it onto the screen by saying pad y equal to 50. Now, after user selects any of the option, I want the text to be displayed on the label. The text should say you have selected this particular city. So for this, let me create a label variable. So let me call it as label1 equal to label, place it in the main window, and let me give it a font equal to Arial, 20. Now let me pack my label onto the screen. Label1.pack. Sorry, it is pad x equal to 20 and pad y equal to 20. So I have a label widget. Now let me call my main event loop by saying win.main loop. And now we have to create a function when the value is selected in the options menu. So the function which I am defining is select, df select, and it's an event based function. So I have to take the parameter equal, I have to take a value equal to e or any other variable. We have to define it over here, or we can even say it as event. So I'm defining my select function which takes a parameter called event. Now I want to change the text on the label widget. So for this, let me say label1 dot config, because I'm changing the text value. So text equal to you have selected colon plus var1 dot get. Get is the function which gets the value which is present in the variable 1. So whatever value user selects, that will be present in variable 1, and var1 dot get will get the particular value from the options menu. So I'm changing the text parameter in the label widget. So I'm using label1 dot config text equal to you have selected var1 dot get. So friends, hope so this is clear for you. Now let's execute and see how it works. So I'm having my option menu. Since I've set the value equal to select a city, so a select a city gets displayed on the options menu. Now if I click on it, I get the options which are available in the options menu. So the options are Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai. So Bangalore, Hyderabad and Chennai are the options present in the options menu, and it should be specified as star options in the option menu widget. And now if I select any of the city, then the command select will be called, and it will go to the select function, and it will change the configure text parameter in the label widget by saying you have selected var1 dot get. That is, whatever option we have selected, that particular city, it will get displayed. So it will say you have selected Bangalore. So basically it is a label widget, and it will say you have selected Bangalore. Now if I select Hyderabad, it will say you have selected Hyderabad. Now if I say Chennai, it will say you have selected Chennai. So basically on the selection of an item, the function gets called, and the text on the label widget will be updated to you have selected whatever selection we have made in the options menu. So hope so friends, it was clear for you. We have to initially give a tkinter variable. It can be a int var or a string var or a boolean var. Based on our requirements, we can give the variable type. Then we have to give the options which we want to have it in our options menu. Then we have to create an option menu widget and give the variable one, what is the tkinter variable, and star options. This we have to remember, star options we have to specify for select for the options to appear in the option menu, and on the click of the value it calls the function select. So select gets called, and then it will change the text value by saying you have selected whatever value. If we select Bangalore, it will say you have selected Bangalore. If we select Hyderabad, it will say you have selected Hyderabad. And if we select Chennai, it will say you have selected Chennai. So the options which we can specify is limited to the size of the window, because we cannot attach a scroll bar to the options menu. So when we have big amount of data, we can go in for the list box widget. Hope so friends, it was clear for you. In the next session, we will see one more code examples based on the options menu. For this session, we have seen this particular example. Hope so it was clear for you. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button, and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.